Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give honor and glory to Yahweh,
Hashem,
Yahushua. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the occupant on the poor corner teaching and truth and sincerity. This is not your Kwama. Yaikwab and Kalab, on here going into Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. Going into the wickedness of Esau, all right? Because Esau's blessing is dwindling, all right, and it's about to fall through. So with that, we're just gonna hop straight into the lesson. I think it's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 3.
This is on Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. We'll start at verse 3. Which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air.
And see, this is Solomon going into these Edomites are going to be dried up and vanished from the earth through the thermonuclear weapons, what they think is a museum ornament. All right, so how about Shimei Shai has set up the Smith? If you could pull that, you got quiet.
You said what? Say that again.
How about Shimei Shai has set up the Smith that bloweth the coals in the fire?
Oh, okay, I got you.
All right, because see, we have to know, how and why Yahweh Shemel Shai put everything in motion to do away with these Edomites. Okay?
Yeah, man, the Most High, like it says in Obadiah chapter 1, the Most High is going to put an end to these Edomites, man. Because if you read a few verses up, it says that, the unrighteous, roughly paraphrasing, as a matter of fact, can you get that real quick, Kalab? I think it's around verse 2 in that same chapter. The unrighteous pretty much said.
We'll start at verse 1.
Oh, yeah, just start.
Chapter 2, verse 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. Verse 2. For we are born at all adventure, and when we shall be hereafter as though we had never been.
Yeah, man.
So the breath is in the nostrils. Okay.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, man. Esau got that in his head that, like, damn, you know what? We only here for a moment, man. Our life is like that breath that you when it's real cold and you're breathing out. It's but a moment. So that's why they so quick to do wickedness, man. They're like, you know what? We only got a little bit of time in this place, man. So we got to do what we got to do.
They're gonna go to the extreme. They're trying to go to the extreme to do harm to Jake, to get rid of Jake, man. So that's why they're doing all this wickedness, man. This unrighteousness. That's why, like I said, that's why they're so quick to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no slowing down Esau with wickedness, man.
Yeah, I got that in Isaiah 54, the Sharakwa. All right, so this is Isaiah 54, verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy.
Right, so Yahweh Shemel Shai has set up these men, these top elites of Edom, the nation of Esau, to destroy themselves. All right, but I just wanted to make that point. Yahweh Shemel Shai is making all the commands and demands. Because even though Edom, the nation of Edom, which are you so-called white people, all right,
that's right,
all right, and you Amalekites, which are you so-called wannabe, Jews, you Khazarians, But yeah, read 3 again. All right.
Yeah. This is back in
This is Wisdom Solomon chapter 2.
Oh, Salakia.
Oh. You wanted Wisdom of Solomon or you wanted Isaiah?
Wisdom of Solomon, Salakia.
Okay.
This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, verse 3. Which being extinguished, our bodies shall be turned into ashes, and our spirits shall vanish as the soft air. And our name.
Salakia. How is that going to happen? Yaquan, read that again.
Yeah, this is back in
which being extinguished, our bodies shall be turned into ashes, and our spirits shall vanish as the soft air.
Yaquan, that Ezekiel.
Okay.
Or Isaiah.
Yeah, it says back in Isaiah 54:16, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy.
For his work, so it's for the work of Yahweh by Shemi Hoshai. Alright? To render vengeance, unto these Edomites. But let's go ahead and hop into Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, verse 4.
Yeah.
We gotta get a firm understanding of all this meat.
Yeah. I want to give an example too. Because just like Yahweh Shemi Shai gave, or just like Yahweh gave Yahweh Shai the blueprint on how to build the earth, and how he gave Moses, the blueprint on how to build the temple, and how he gave, he's given us the blueprint to build that spiritual temple, man. Yahweh gave Esau that blueprint on how to destroy himself.
That's right.
Hey, the Most High is in control of this whole thing, man. You got a lot of people going around thinking that Satan is the one that, like, he rebelled against Yahweh, and now he's the one doing everything, trying to do his best to become the next, to pretty much bring Yahweh down. But at the end of the day, man, hey, all these pieces, all these, Israel, you got Esau, all of these things are just chess pieces, man. And the Most High is making the moves.
That's
Well, if I can say this, because it does say in Scripture, it says, I forget the Scripture right off the top of my head, but it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
Yeah, it's in Hebrews.
Yeah. So Esau shaking in his boots right now.
Yeah, man.
Right? But like I said, he gonna do all he can right now, because like you say, he know. It's only for a moment.
Cut. All right. Let's go ahead and just.
This is Wisdom Solomon chapter 2, verse 4. And our names shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance.
Man, who wants to remember America? Who wants to remember America? Please. I don't want to remember this bitch. That's shalaky for my speech. I need to rule my spirit, but hey, I don't want to wake up in the kingdom and be like, I remember Mondays. I love Mondays. Nah, I don't remember this. All right, this was hell.
And our lives shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be disappeared as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun and overcome with the heat thereof.
Yeah.
For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again.
So that means that it is fast sealed. So Esau, all right, the nation of Esau is not going to come back again. Okay, so this is going to be the end. All right, no more wickedness on the earth. All right, and that's only going to be in the kingdom of Yasharallah.
Yeah, you want that? You want that in Obadiah?
That Obadiah
18.
118, right?
Yeah. All right, so this is Obadiah 1 and 8, or Obadiah 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. So when is that? Is that right now? You know, because you still got Edomites, you know, everywhere. You know, this is a future prophecy, man, for all them motherfuckers that don't believe in these prophecies, man, in what they call futurism. You know?
Yeah, how did it happen already? Like you said, if you still got Edomites walking around. That's hella Edomites. They're ruling the world, so how could that happen already?
Yeah, man. Hey, if you look up the word in the Bible dictionary, Edom, or the name Edom, it says
Joshua.
pretty much roughly paraphrasing like the nation that is destined for future judgment by the Most High. You know what I'm saying?
It does say that.
You know, so
and see what is stubble. All right, stubble is that ash. Like if you burn a log and you burn the log all the way through, but you let the fire die out, the log can also stay the same. It looks like it's never been burned, but once you touch it, it falls apart. So Esau is falling apart. All right.
yeah.
Yeah. And it's through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai that it is happening. Because look at the world today. All right, whenever Esau reached his height, it was nothing but crumbling down since then. And right now it's being propped up. All right, Esau is trying to prolong his agony. All right,
Esau is crippled, man, and he got a crutch right now. He lost a leg. He got that crutch, trying his best to hold up, man. But he is, like you said, he's falling, man. The Most High right there, that skirt is being lifted, man. We see your wickedness, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We see everything that you're doing.
Hey, it reminds me of that saying, that question. It's like, who crawls, then walks on two legs, then walks on three? Esau, all right? Because whenever he was a baby, he was crawling, trying to make it, all right? Then he tried to stand up as a man. Now he's falling over as an old man. So now this old man's about to meet his bitter end. And that's going to be a blessing for me. How about you, Shai?
Yeah, that's right.
Want me to finish? Okay, verse 6. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present. And let us
trying to live it up.
Yeah.
He's trying to live it up. Salaki.
No, go ahead. Salaki.
He's about to split up right now, right? Like, ever since, like, the end of the Byzantine Empire, which Jake was in rulership, whenever Jake fell, and that Esau was lifted up. So, ever since then, Esau's been, living deliciously. All right? But Salaki, you can continue on.
I just want to finish that verse because it fit in well. You know what I'm saying? It said, come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth.
Damn.
Man, yeah, that's what Esau do, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at these. Every one of these little Discovery Channel shows, man. That's what you see Esau doing, man. See Esau with these pictures holding animals up, you know what I'm saying, by their horns after they kill them, man. Like the brother sent on the WhatsApp, Esau hung an elephant, man. What? Like, what the? What would you do that for, man? What's your purpose? They got a crane, bro, and hung an elephant, man. What would be your purpose of doing that?
Hey, they got that they got that guy that owns Jimmy John's. They had a picture of him. I think he was naked, like on top of a, what was it, a shark or something?
Yeah, there was a shark. Wildin'. Yeah.
Esau, like you said, they living it up, man.
Esau think that he gonna, have this forever. Hey, so he thinks that this is his forever.
Yeah.
Okay. But hey, he doesn't know what forever is. In our kingdom, we're gonna show him what forever is. He was gonna burn his ass up.
Hey, I got a precept. I got a precept for you to Sharuqua. You know, since you brought up that Isaiah. In Isaiah, pretty much that pretty much saying that how they pretty much built them weapons to destroy themselves, right?
Yeah.
This is Job chapter 18 verse 5. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. You know, man, hey, at the end of the day, man, these Edomites are, they put themselves, they dug themselves their own grave, Not only did they screw over these other nations, man, they screwed over their own people, man. And they built, and the reason that they have all these ICBM missiles just sitting in these silos is for their destruction,
For their own destruction, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Like I said, Esau has got to a point of being, like you said, so high that, that he bought his own stuff down. And he think that everything that he has done, it's going to prevail. You know what I'm saying? He knows, like you said, he knows that it's going to be brought down, but he really thinks in his heart that he's going to prevail, man.
Yeah, hey, that's Esau's got a psychological psychological term or a term in psychology. It's called a grandiose delusion, which is pretty much the belief that you yourself are God. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High has put them in that delusion to think that they really do have a chance of winning this thing, And then right here, continue on in verse 10. The verse 10, the snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way, man. If you really think about that, man, hey, that snare, them silos in the ground, they deep underground, That's a snare in the ground for them, Verse 11, terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side, man. At the end of the day, man, you can't run away from prophecy.
That's right,
That was pretty much it on that, If you wanted to keep going on that wisdom.
I got something for the wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6. This is Isaiah, chapter 22, verse 13. It's like chapter 22, verse 12. It says, and in that day did Yahweh power of hosts call to weeping and to mourning and to baldness and to girding with sackcloth. All right, it says, and behold, joy and gladness, slaying oxen and killing sheep, eating flesh and drinking wine. Let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we shall die. Okay, so Esau is going to eat and drink because he knows that the next day, on Yahweh's calendar, on Yahweh's calendar, they're not going to have none of that. All right, because in the kingdom, what is Esau going to be doing? All right, he's going to be dying continuously. Okay, because he's going to have the law, statutes, and commandments on him, and we're going to see how he can maintain. We're going to see what he can do. All right, going through the hell, and plus, we are going to, get at him, but we're going to do it all in righteousness. Yahweh Shem Yahshua right, put his spirit on us to go after Esau. That's why Yahweh Shem Yahshua says, vengeance is mine. Vengeance is his. So, if the vengeance is Yahweh Shem Yahshua, we already know that he's going to do it perfectly. So, why not wait?
Yeah.
So, you go ahead and go on with that if you need to.
Verse 7, let us fill ourselves with costly wines and ointments. Let no flower off the spring pass by us. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion, and our lot is this.
See, that right there makes me think of is it Second Maccabees, where they put crowns on themselves?
Yeah.
You know, after the downfall of
No, I think
that sodomite Alexander the Greek.
I think that's here, I'll look it up real quick.
Is that First Maccabees or Second Maccabees?
I think it's First Maccabees, but let me make sure. Yeah, it's First Maccabees.
Come.
You want me to read it real quick?
Come.
Alright, this is First Maccabees chapter 1, starting at verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and a servants' bearer ruled every one in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, so that their sons after them. Many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
And it's like brother Malcolm at the GMS Chicago camp put out last year. You know, Rosebud is in the shape of a crown. All right, so you know they put crowns on themselves, and that was the birth of major wickedness. All right, because all that wickedness that came out of that, all right, and all of that has coincided, come up, bubbled up until the point that it is now. All right, but I just wanted to, because that was a beautiful scripture, to show that they came up, to do all this wickedness just for their own downfall.
God, like I said, they did it themselves. They put crowns on themselves. They didn't let nobody else give them that glory. You know what I'm saying? they did it themselves, man. That's some prideful shit, man.
Yeah.
To put a crown on your head yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna wait till nobody else do it. I'm gonna do it for me. I'm just gonna put it on, man. Man, come on.
I'm gonna get it in. What you mean? and that's Jake today. That's Jake today, really, man. Cause Jake is overly prideful, man. Like these fallouts, overly prideful, man. You couldn't take the time to sit down and think about your wrongdoing. But Salaki.
Are you good?
I don't mean to get into
I'm gonna go to
go ahead.
verse 10. This is Wisdom Psalm chapter 2, verse 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the aged. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is evil is found to be nothing worth.
Man,
Therefore,
see, that's what Esau is doing right now. All right, like I was watching this video by this Edomite. He was bringing out the truth on the matter, because he realized that Flint, Michigan, areas in New York and around the nation, with this polluted water, right? All that came out, and like he linked up everything, and he saw that it was all in Jake's community, so-called black, so-called Latinos, so Native American communities, and he took it a step further. Okay, since he's a scientist, he took it a step further, and he started looking at all the food that's in Jake's area. He started looking at all the the situations, like why does Jake always get diabetes? All right, what is diabetes? Okay, and like I was saying to the brothers before the cam came on, they use our melanin against us, all right, because Jake has more chance to build canceristic cells in their bodies because of our melanin, all right, because they have vitamin D deficiency if they do not get the adequate amount of vitamin D. And through further research that I have taken upon, through Spirit Al Shimi Al Shai, it's because we are not at where we lived. We are not in Israel, okay? And since we are not in Israel, all right, the sun up here is not strong enough to penetrate our skin, okay? And that's scientific fact. All right, and like that's for a lot of autoimmune diseases that are popping up these days because we're not getting the nutrition that our body needs and deserves. You know, and the sun cannot assist us in our growth because Esau has taken upon himself to, you know, destroy us. And hey, if Esau didn't do it, who would?
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
so the Most High had to. The Most High had to let him do it. You know, even though he's going to come and do a swift end to Esau, he's doing a good job of being the devil.
Yeah, yeah, man. Like the brother's saying, man, that's why Esau put up chemtrails in the air, man. That's why he fucks up the water. That's why he puts shit in our food, man. Literally shit. You know, feces.
I was about to say that. I was about to say literally, man.
Yeah.
Literally.
Shit, actually, you want me to get that in Judith, man?
Good.
Okay, this is Judith chapter 4. I'm gonna start at verse 17. And whilst they sinned not before their power, they prospered because the power that had iniquity was with them, man. So he's pretty much saying, like, look, if they don't sin, you know, the Most High is gonna be with them, man. That's why they good right now. That's why they prospering, right? Verse 18. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs, and the temple of their God was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies, man. So he was like, man, hey, when they go far from the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man, you know, they're vulnerable. You know, you're able to put them in captivity. That's why they were put in captivity. You know, that's why we were put in captivity so many times, man, because we were just kept going off. You know?
They know when we're vulnerable, man. They know when it's time to strike. It's just like, that lets you know there's a snake, man. A snake knows exactly when to strike. You know, it's always, because like they said, be wise as a serpent. A serpent is a very wise animal, and they know when to strike, bro. They know exactly when to strike. That's why they're strategic animals, man. So that's why Esau knew when we were away from our power, you know what I'm saying? Okay, hey, now it's time to get them, man. You know what I'm saying? But when we was on our stuff, you know what I'm saying? We finally lost that commandment. Could nobody mess with us, man?
God.
And continue, Alex.
Yeah, this is back in verse 19. I got a little more. I got like 3 more verses. But now are they returned to their power and are come up from the places where they were scattered and have possessed Jerusalem where their sanctuary is and are seated in the hill country for it was desolate. Now therefore, my Lord, and governor, if there be any error in this people and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up and we shall overcome them, man. So is there like, man, if they even go off, man, just like, you know, anything, you know, this will be their ruin, man. That'll be our chance. You know, that'll be our chance to strike, like the brother Kalab was talking about, man. Verse 21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them and their power be for them, and we become a reproach for all the world, man. So it's like, man, hey, if they ain't going off, if they following the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man, you know, I wouldn't recommend touching them.
Yeah, leave them alone, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, but do not go over the...
That was pretty much it on that, if you want.
You got more?
No, that was it. That was it on that.
Get that Psalms chapter 83.
Okay.
You know, just to show, you know, those nations.
I got it up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, come. And name off all those.
Come, this is Psalms 83. I'm going to start in verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab, Hagarini? Yeah.
Marines.
Jeroboam, Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also joined with them.
Damn.
So
They have. Go ahead.
Salaki.
No, it said they have hopping with the children of Lot, and it said Salah. That's it.
Yeah. So you can see that all the nations came together as one army to go up against.
Crafty council.
So they were thinking about this for a long time. They sat at the round table and was like, you know what? We got to get them. You know what I'm saying? They said crafty counsel, and it let you know that this was a well-devised plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see,
well-devised.
Go ahead, Yaquan.
You know, I was gonna say, yeah, man. You know, the elites, man. They know. You know, they know what it takes to destroy Israel. You know, that's why they're going so hard, man. You know, that's why. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Salaki, that was me.
No, I was just saying. You know, that's why the Shah, you know, he brought out that wisdom of Solomon, man. You know, they're like, you know, fuck. You know, we gonna be destroyed at the end of the day. You know, but shit, you know, we gotta do what we can do to these Israelites, man.
Let's get it on. Like that's how they feel, man. They feel like, hey, like I said, we know we don't, you know, so we know, of course we're never gonna be destroyed. But yeah, why not, you know what I'm saying, kick some ass on the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, like Ariella said, man, hey, they going hard, man. They going hard for their thing. You know, they going hard in their wickedness. You know, that's why we gotta go hard in this, you know? Yeah.
We gotta be that perfect balance.
Yeah, and what's that? That our food will be defiled amongst the Gentiles. You know,
and Ezekiel.
Ezekiel chapter 4. Yeah. You want me to get it real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead and pull that.
Right.
You know, because like this is one of the reasons why we keep falling, because you know the Most High is trying to gather the elect, the 144,000 and the 1/3. All right, but they gotta put down that pork chop. All right, they gotta
it's that crafty counsel. Like of course, like I said, Jake does indulge in that pork and that shellfish, but man, Esau is crafty enough to put that stuff in other foods that you have no idea, and then name it something like monosaccharide glycerol, and you don't know what the hell that is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you eat it, and it turns out to be some shellfish. You eat shellfish potato chips. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. That's the crafty counsel, boy.
Salaki, and I just want to say this. Did you hear about the goat that grows spider hair?
What?
All right, so you know,
what the hell?
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. What?
like there's a goat, like spider web. You know, the strongest material in the world or whatever, shit like that. Right? Esau wants to so much abundance. He crossed that gene, a spider with a goat. Wow. Okay, and like the rest of the world don't see this, but this is something that's actually happening. See, with these gene therapy treatment, whatever,
gene splicing.
Yeah, gene splicing, Salakia, but they're growing lambs in a bag, bro. What else are they doing?
That I seen.
You know, what else are they doing with this? And
that's a whole animal that grows outside of its own natural habitat. You can tell that's some wicked stuff because you got an animal growing inside a bag. This is not an animal inside a female's womb. It's not a female lamb's womb. This is a bag, homie.
Hey, and I'm just gonna also do that with humans, cause
oh my goodness,
just said one like, oh, you don't have to get pregnant anymore. You can have your baby in your house. What the hell? What kind of shit is this?
Yeah, you can just, it's like you like a chicken, you're hatching a fucking egg.
Yeah,
basically. Put some sperm on the pillow, 9 months. Okay, you got a baby. Like, what is going? Like, that's Esau is it's doing wickedness in groves, man. That's why I said, but we like I said, that's why we're doing these videos and we're trying to spread this truth because we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man.
And like real talk, you can mess around, you know, and like mess around with it a couple days, you know, and she keeps so much, you still keep some of your sperm and put it in the damn egg and put it in her damn closet and shit, and you know you got a baby. Ah man, this shit gotta go, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, this the wild. What you bringing out, Yaquab?
I was gonna bring this out in Ezekiel chapter 4. Starting at verse 12. And thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with the dung that cometh out of a man in their sight. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them, man. That's what y'all were talking about, man. That, you know, they're shitting fucking meat. Like, literally, they found traces of feces in meat, man. Like, 99% of the meat that's distributed in America, there's feces in
like,
it.
This was in the scriptures, man. Like, that's what people don't understand. People try to say that this ain't real, that this didn't happen. But, man, like I said, people have found feces in food, and the scriptures said that it would be so bad.
Yeah, man. Hey, prophecy is literally being fulfilled, man.
Man, it is, bro, on a high level right now, too.
Yeah. And that was, let me see.
You can continue if you want to, you know, because there's more meat on this bone. You know, if y'all want to get all the meat, or
this is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse 12. Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraided us with our offending the law.
Yeah. Hey, like I said, that he is clean contrary to our doings. You know? Hey, that's America all day, man. They the opposite of following the law, statute, command, man. They try, like, America is like damn, like goddamn, like they try really hard just to find every detail in the scriptures and go against it, you know?
Right. It's like you just sit there, like I said, you know the scriptures, but what you do is you literally flip everything around so it will not work. Like,
yeah.
Okay, man, I gotta make them go off somehow, man. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use this crafty counsel to put pork in their food. I'm gonna use this crafty counsel to have mixed fabrics. I'm gonna use this crafty counsel. You know, any little thing, man. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to, like I said, he is clean, contrary to our doings. Man, what?
Yeah. Hey, I got a quick one real quick. This is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall, man. Yeah, man, these Edomites are, you know, they so antsy, you know, to just commit wickedness and to cause Israel just to fall, man. You know, and their sleep is not taken away unless they do so, man. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day, man. And that goes into the elect, you know?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And that was pretty much it on that one.
Alright, you can continue, huh?
God, he upbraided us with our offending law. And that's what we do, man, with these scriptures. And we upbraid them because they offended the law, you know? And objective to our infamy, the transgressions of our education. Verse 13. He professed to have the knowledge of Yahweh, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord.
So we can end it right there.
What's it?
Yeah.
Man. Hey, nah, because Esau, this damn devil, man, has done everything that he possibly could. All right, and like now he has nothing else to do except to die. That's it.
That's real.
But
Like I said, like he's like if you could think of anything, like seriously, if you could think of anything more wicked than what Esau had done, then boy, you are a wicked MF, man. Because that nigga has been on it, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, what did Esau say at Tuesday camp? But I love black people. No, you know,
man, that nigga is on it. Like he did, like I said, I can't think of everything that you could think of wicked. Esau has done it and probably and do it better than you.
He mastered it. He mastered it.
Man, right?
Yeah. He mastered wickedness.
The Most High has got the perfect, you know what I'm saying, the perfect nation. He has got the perfect nation to play the devil, bro. It's nowhere around it. Esau has done it. If this, like I said, this is the Most High's play. You know what I'm saying? He cast Esau to be the devil, and Esau got a goddamn Oscar, bro.
Yeah. The winner for the most wickedness on the planet Earth.
Yeah.
The drum roll.
He'll probably accept it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I mean, on behalf of, you know, the other nations.
Thank you.
But yeah, man, like, but yeah, man, like, that's what we was going into, man. We was going into the wickedness of Esau, man, and how they have, like I said, like we read in Psalms, have taken crafty counsel against us, man. So we have to push forth, you know what I'm saying, righteousness to balance this thing out, man.
Good.
Because if we follow his ways, man, you know what's set up for us. You know what I'm saying? Especially 2/3 of our people, we already know what's set up for them. So if we follow the ways of Esau, man, we're gonna get the same judgment. You know?
Yeah. Con.
Yeah, you got anything to say?
No, that's all I got.
Alright, well, with that, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh.
Hashem.
Yahweh. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us truth. You know, Solomon.
Shalom.
Shalom.